Morning. Hello and good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. My name is Montina. I am not looking at the comments because our moderator is here and she's amazing. She actually lives in my city. And I'm here because I started a practical call for women that wanted to get and stay married. I wanted to create a call for women that want to attract the love they desire and deserve, and they're doing the work. Okay. Some of us out here are doing the work. Some of y'all men that come over here, y'all be watching my videos. We are the women that are willing to do the work. Now, y'all make us say men, oh, pause, because y'all be acting crazy too. Sometimes you guys are hard to love. You are. Sometimes you're hard to love. Sometimes you say off the wall things that hurt our feelings. Feminine women are feelers. We are feelers. So our feelings get hurt. We aren't hard like y'all. We have hips. We don't have broad shoulders for a reason. And so I'm here because sometimes when y'all hurt our feelings, we get sad and it's tough to be in marriage and we run around talking about marriage is hard. Oh my God. And we're told just to communicate with you. And sometimes you're difficult to communicate with. It's just the reality. So I'm here because I'm here to be like, sis, I know you're going through it. I know you're in the valley. I got a text yesterday. One of my girlfriends said, sis, I'm in the valley, but I know I can get out. It just is what it is. But it doesn't mean we have to divorce. It doesn't mean we have to walk away. In some instances, you may need to walk away because I will say this. I don't hold the core belief that it's not greener on the other side. It might be, but on the other side, meaning of a marriage, even if it's greener, you deal with some weird things. 50% of first marriages end in divorce. 67% of second marriages end in divorce. 73% of third marriages end in divorce. Y'all hold on just a second. I don't have my regular cup here. And excuse me, if 73% of marriages, third marriages end in divorce, and less than 5% of people do it, they're crazy. I'm crazy. I'm in a third marriage. And you probably be like, oh my gosh, three? It was you. It was 100% me. I will 100% take responsibility. It was me. Most women do believe they're special unicorns, and we run around here and especially if you have options. A lot more women have options than they think. And I was one of the women that was like, oh, okay, you acting up over here, I'll go over here, go over here. And now in this marriage, I'm like, oh, it's all the same. It's the same poo poo, different toilet. So that's why we're here. And again, when I say, yeah, the grass might be greener on the other side, this is the reality. There are some better men than the man you have, but he might be better in a lot of areas, but instead of dealing with a contentious mother-in-law, you're dealing with a contentious ex-wife. You're dealing with contentious adult children, contentious stepchildren, and not like his biological, the stepchildren from the first wife or second wife or fifth wife he married. So you pick your heart, choose your heart. You're going to deal with something, and that's my point of these calls. So because I was driving, I took some notes. I listened to. So we've come off and talk about the power. I give you all a lot of books. The weekend's coming up. Get one. Read a book. If you're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all of it, YouTube, I'm not enough because I'm doing the work. I have to grow because divorce is not an option for me. I have to do the work. With that said, I'm sharing resources with all of you. The book that I'm listening to right now is by Gary Chapman, The Four Seasons. It is a beautiful book. He talks about the four seasons of marriage, and then he goes into the strategies to keep your marriage in an eternal summer. This is a choice for us, sis. The other book I'm reading is What Women Want from a Man. I cannot think of the author for that. I think it's Bernard someone. But there are plenty of books I've referenced. If you're single, if you're married, Get and Stay Married, how to, Patricia Chapman. So there's a lot of books I reference all the time. How to affair-proof your marriage, his needs, her needs, how to build a marriage that lasts. So there's the power. And of course, read your word, go to church, get involved in programs, and, of course, things like this. The second thing is pray before you say. You cannot let everything that come to your mind come out your mouth. We just can't, sis. Your husband, don't, like I always say all the time, do not allow another woman to treat your husband better than you would. It's just not right. You let somebody run around here and treat him better than you would treat him. Don't do that. So pray before you say. You also need to make sure that you're meditating. That means that you are listening. God, talk to me. Let me see him how you see him. Let me hear him how you hear him. Some things that our husbands say, And again, my feelings get hurt too. I'm a very soft woman. Now I clap back on the internet, but my husband don't get that energy. He say something to me, and tears will well up in my eyes. And in the beginning of our marriage, or really our marriage, maybe relationship, he would just be like, "Damn, every time I talk to you, why you look like you about to cry?" I said, "I'm sensitive. Leave me alone." And he was like, "You gotta toughen up, baby. You gotta toughen up." But I had never really dealt with a very, very masculine framed man. And again, I'm driving, so I'm not really looking at y'all. I'm talking like I would talk to one of my girlfriends. You guys are a lot of my sister friends, so as I'm talking to y'all. But I would cry, y'all. I am a really sensitive, soft woman. I'm not an empath, but I love when I tell you I love you, I do. If I want to help you, like I'm a feeler. But with my husband, yes. So again, you have to pray before you say, because your husband ain't out to hurt you. He's your husband. He doesn't want to get you. He's your husband. He loves you. All right, the third thing that we talk about that I have here is the purpose. The purpose of marriage is to make you the best version of yourself, is to make him the best version of himself. If you are not becoming the best version of yourself, you have to evaluate your relationship. Okay. And I'm always about this. Let us grow. Let us do the work. Let him go out there and provide, protect, produce. Let him come home to peace, pleasure, and paradise. We got to do the work. But you should be evolving in every way. Your beauty, it is a compliment to me when people are like, oh, you're pretty, or you look like a well-kept woman, you glow. It's because my husband and I have a really good relationship. When we don't, it does reflect a little negatively on me too, because I run around just like my feelings are hurt. I want everything to be as perfect as possible as it relates to my marriage. Okay, so the thing that we're going to talk about that's practical today, and again, yes, I'm in my Tesla, and things are here. I'm good. Okay, y'all know the Tesla got 16 cameras on it. It goes bleep, 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 bleep for everything. And I have part of the self-driving one, so I'm good. All right. So what we're doing, I wrote a few little notes, and I had a few little things that I wanted to do to make it practical. But the most practical thing that I had that I wanted to say was, sis, let it go. I had here grow. I had other things. There are some things in your relationship that need to be brought back up. When I was raising my children, they're all 20, 26, 27, and then I have two grandchildren, 1 and 2. But I did two things to be very clear in terms of how I reacted to things that they did that were bad, right? Punishment and discipline. Punishment stops behavior. Discipline corrects behavior. And I told my daughter that has my granddaughter this. Punishment, they're going to run out in that street. You got to get them out. Now, however you want to do it, you want to tap their little booties. I don't believe in using my hands. Hands are for loving. I had me a little spoon called wisdom. And you know what discipline, but punishment stops, discipline corrects. We're in public and you let go my hand. Okay, that's that. Hey, don't you do that again. Mommy don't want nobody to snatch you and take you from me. So things you say as that relates to your marriage, what do you need to do in terms of, I'm not saying punishment and discipline, don't withhold sex and crazy things like that, but some things need to be brought back up and addressed. Okay, because some things do hurt. There are sometimes when y'all men, okay, because men watching us too, but there are sometimes when your husband just has loosey goosey boundaries. A lot of men have loosey goosey boundaries, sis. It ain't just yours. And they do because they want to be heroes. There's something in a man that's like, I'm coming to save the day. That's why Superman is a real thing. Okay? Men desire, they have it in their core. Masculine frame men need to rescue people. They need to rescue dogs. They need to run into burning buildings. Okay, even when I see police women, I said, look, girl, thank you, sis, thank you, because I'm not, I have to think real hard about taking a bullet for anybody. Okay, and I mean it. So when he is doing things for a coworker, a woman in the neighborhood, first thought for him isn't, ooh, the first thought for him is, I want to help. And it's up to us, sis, to bring some things back to his attention. Years ago, my husband was being a hero, and someone asked him to fix a lawnmower in the neighborhood. There was a woman, this and that. And he did. He's my husband's amazing. But I had to let him know, hey, wait a minute. We married now, and they just she's single, this and that, some things aren't appropriate. He's like, man, I didn't even think about it like that. The second thing is sometimes for you, sis, you have to pause and reflect. Pause and reset. Okay, this happened in the past. Maybe you need to bring it up. Maybe you need to let it. This is how I felt. I address things like letting my husband know where I'm going. I have a friend that's like, my husband's always worried about what I'm doing, this and that. I said, well, sometimes I worry about my husband too. Like, I love my husband. I know I have a phenomenal man, but I also know the heart of my husband too. And, I don't want anyone taking advantage of my husband. The other thing is, what happens when you can't be his peace, his pleasure, his paradise? Again, let it go. Do everything you can to have peace in that home. That's why a lot of times, sometimes I have to just go to bed. Now, not often. My husband and I are at a stage in life where life is like really like heaven on earth. But if I know that that I can feel a little bit of chaos because of other people, external things, I'll put on some music. I'll put on some candle, like lighten the mood. But you want to strive to be his peace, pleasure. You're the only one he can get it from, sis. At least he's supposed to. He's the only one you can get it from. As men get older, testosterone goes down, estrogen goes up. As you get older, your estrogen goes down, your testosterone goes up. That's probably why, if you, especially over 40 club, you're a little more frisky. You want sex more often. He might want it less often. So there's pleasure in all sorts of ways: physical, attention, emotion, intimacy, conversation. That's why you want to read the books. The other thing is, when I say paradise, what's your life like? Like today, I'm going to a conference for half the day. Then the other half of the day, I'm going to Top Golf for another networking event. And I called my husband and I said, hey, baby, we like Top Golf. I said, well, I'm going to a networking event, but I want to see if you want to come. And I have to tell him stuff like I got it free on the app because he hates when I pay for anything. But I said, I got it, do you want to come? And I'd rather play golf with you than them. And he was like, not today. Um, I got to do some things in the backyard because we're going to have a backyard party. And, I got to get the weeds pulled, this and that. I was like, okay, no problem. Now, he's my favorite friend. Remember, my husband, my favorite friend. But he said, no, baby, I got other things to do. Now, the younger version of me, the immature version of me, Montina had to mature too, y'all, would have been like, why don't he want to spend no time with me? I'm special because I am. But he has other things he wants to do. And just right now, today, I'm not the priority. It's okay. The grass is the priority. Our yard is the priority. The beautification of the weeds. Okay, he's a weed puller. So I'm okay with it. All right. At the end of the day, sis, make a conscious effort to understand. I'm sorry I'm moving around a lot. Make a conscious effort to understand your husband. And also, I put it here, it just is what it is in a lot of instances. He loves you. And I keep saying that every day because some of y'all really need to hear he loves you. You take it so personal. Oh my God, my husband don't want to spend time with me. He loves you. A lot of y'all have gone through some things where these women are pursuing your men, and some men have failed in a lot of areas, but he kept on to you. He loves you. He wants you. Men divorce, y'all. If he didn't want to be there with you, he would leave. My husband divorced 2 wives. If he did not want you, he would leave. So make a conscious effort in your marriage to grow. Let some things go. Some things need to be brought up. Sometimes you need to exercise maturity and wisdom, and everything doesn't need to be said out your beautiful mouth, especially over the weekend. Zipit.com. Okay? Last thing is, don't carry hurt. Hurt is so heavy. Hurt is a very heavy emotion. It is a very heavy emotion. Don't carry hurt. To be like, okay, I gotta let this go. And do what you need to do. You need to write a letter that just expresses all of your hurt. I've done a lot of different things over the years. I've been hurt. And then I had to recognize some things where I thought I was hurt, where some things were normal situations or were out of my control. This is as it relates a lot to your inner child. Your inner child is screaming inside sometimes, and he or she needs to be like calmed and hugged and said, baby, my husband, he got us. You're not going to be hurt again. You're not going to be abandoned again. You're not going to be let go of again. You're not going to be disappointed again. But guess what? You might be. And if you are, it's still okay. All right. So I got a few minutes before I get to my event. Sorry, y'all. I really can't communicate with you as much as I would love to in the chat. Oh, but I want you to know that everything's going to be okay. Enjoy your weekend. My single ladies, all my single ladies, do not spend the weekend in that house, sis. You need to get out, put you on a little cute sundress. Okay, go golfing, go to Top Golf, call up a girlfriend, hang out with them. You see a man, you need to learn how to flirt. Getting to I do. The secret to getting relationships right will help you understand how to flirt. Hold that gaze for 6 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, you can't just peek away. And even if, and be your beautiful self. Like this event I'm going to is a couple hundred people, it's business people. And even in these events, married women don't flirt, we're friendly. But don't be overly friendly either to my married women. Y'all know when these men are married women, we glow up differently. That's why men are attracted to us, and that's why women are attracted to married men. But y'all keep them at bay. It's business. You let them know. Even today, I'm going to Top Golf, and I'll tell y'all this tip. I don't wear my skirts when I'm only in the presence of other men. I only wear my little skirts with my husband, okay, because they're cute, cute. I only wear them with my husband, but that's me. I have my golf pants, my little capri pants. I'm very conscious of being mindful and respectful at all times of my husband, okay? All right, y'all. Well, have an amazing rest of the day. I got a few minutes before I recharge, reset. I woke up a little later than I wanted. I was stepping last night, and I just love y'all. Okay, yes, modesty is important. I'm not wearing my hijab or anything like that, hijab, but modesty and all y'all know. I mean, you can be covered up head to toe and still be seductive with your eyes. Like women act like they don't be understanding that stuff. But you guys have a great rest of the day. I love you. Thanks for chatting with me, hanging out with me. I'll be back on Monday at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Okay, bye y'all. Oh, I see some of the comments. Don't carry hurt. Don't carry hurt. Let it go. You remember Erica Badu's the bag lady? Says, I know I'm back again. Disappointment, hurt, anger, frustration. It's life. Welcome to life. All right, let me go. Bye, y'all. Have an amazing rest of the day. I gotta run. Bye.